last night at youth group, we had our monthly prayer night, which is where we all go into the sanctuary and I do a reflective reading. We've done it in Lent before during our Lenten worship services. And then the youth are invited to share an artistic expression. And last night, our prayer meditation was on Daniel, who ends up in the lion's den. But it really built up last night to how Daniel was a refugee in exile. His country had lost a war. His family had been separated. He was living alone, and the only thing he had to cling to was his faith. And when the proclamation and the law goes out that for the next 30 days there is only to be praying to the king, no other gods or leaders, what choice would you make if you were Daniel? Would you continue to pray to God with your windows open, facing your homeland, trusting that God would take care of you? Or would you, for the 30 days, abandon is a strong word, but not really, abandon your faith and stop praying, at least out loud or in a way that was visible? And we sat in that place in silence as they pondered that decision for quite a while. And it was interesting as an adult who had read and prepared for that activity to watch the teenagers struggle with that choice. Do you remain faithful? Do you continue the trust you have in God? Or do you hide that part of yourself away so that you don't get thrown into jail, or in this case, the lion's den? I don't know the answer. God knows the truth in my heart that maybe I can't even see. And I imagine God would know the same for you. But it is an interesting question, especially with so much war and just confusing things happening in our world, and wondering how God is working through those things, and the suffering that just is everywhere across the street and around the world. Remaining faithful and having constant trust in God is something I think we all need to continue to be actively seeking after and pondering and doing our best in whatever situation we're called to remain faithful and true to the God who is most faithful and true.